What's up guys, how are you doing? Dr. Shafi here, back with another episode of Tactics in Orthodontics. I'm having lots of time answering your questions, and today's topic is actually about orthopedic appliances. Let's get started. Orthopedic appliances. Orthopedic appliance headgear, face mask, chin cap. Orthopedic appliances, the first one, headgear. Most widely used extraoral orthopedic appliances, mainly used in management of skeletal class 2 malocclusion by growth modification, used for sterilization of maxillary molar, as well as for reinforcing intraoral anchorage. So, headgear used in management of skeletal class 2 malocclusion by growth modification. Number 2, sterilization of maxillary molar. Number 3, intraoral anchorage. Components of headgear: force delivering unit, force generating unit, anchor unit. The first one, force delivering unit, face bow and J-hook. Face bow with a metallic framework made of large gauge wire, can be attached to teeth either via brackets, fixed orthodontic appliances. Metallic component that transmit extraoral force to posterior teeth consists of outer bow, inner bow junction. The outer bow is made of a round stainless steel wire of 0.051 or 0.061. The length of the outer can be adjusted to produce the desired force vector. Short outer bow is shorter than the inner bow. Medium outer bow is as long as the inner bow. Long outer bow is longer than the inner bow. J-hook. This type of face bow consists of two 0.072 curved wires whose ends form hook. They are used for retraction of maxillary anteriors and have limited orthopedic indications. Force generating unit. It produces a heavy force to effect skeletal changes. Connect the face bow to anchor unit, a cap or neck strap. Maybe springs, elastic, other stretchable material. Which is preferred, spring or elastic? Springs are preferred as they provide a constant force, whereas elastic tend to undergo force decay. Anchor unit. Headgear appliance drives anchorage from extraoral side using the rigid cones to skull and or the back of the neck. So, drive is anchored from extraoral sides using the rigid cones of skull for the back of the neck. Anchor unit. Anchor unit, two basic types of extraoral attachment that provide anchorage for headgear. The first one, cervical attachment by neck strap, occipital attachment by headgear. Anchor unit, combination of cervical and occipital attachment, can be also used to distribute the external forces over a wide surface. Anchor unit, combination of cervical and occipital attachments, also be used to distribute the external force over a wide surface of area. Mode of action of headgears. The goal of the treatment and the management of skeletal class 2 malocclusion is to restrict the maxillary growth while the mandible continues to grow forward an adequate amount to catch up with the maxilla, thus correcting the anterior posterior jaw ratio. Types of headgear: cervical ball headgear, occipital ball headgear, high ball headgear, combination ball headgear. Occipital headgears drives anchorage from the occipital region. Back of the head, it produces distal translation of the head. Combination ball headgear drives anchorage from at least two regions, the neck and the occipital. causes a distal and slightly superior force on the maxilla. High pole headgear derives anchorage from the parietal region, front of the head, reduces intrusion and distalization of maxillary molar. Cervical headgear derives anchorage from the back of the neck using a neck strap. Extrusion of maxillary molars results in the backward rotation of mandible with a tendency to open wide. Again, cervical headgear, extrusion of maxillary molars results in the backward rotation of mandible with a tendency to open wide. Contraindication: patient with open palate, high mandibular main angle, long face with lower facial height. Cervical headgear disadvantages: it produces extrusion of maxillary molar, which is not favorable in class 2 correction because it opens the bite by rotating the mandible downward and backward. Headgear can be used to treat a variety of skeletal class 2 problems. So, used in growth and used for distalization of maxillary molar and to reinforce intraoral anchorage. Principles of force application in headgear: force, point of torsion of force, point of attachment of force. Number 1, force. Force from springs or elastics. Point of origin of force may be neck, may be occipital region. Point of attachment of force, cervical or occipital attachment. The force vector acting below the center of resistance of maxillary molar results in distalization as well as extrusion of maxillary molars, so treat deep bite in anterior segment. Biomechanical principles of headgear firm. Center of resistance. A force passing through the center of resistance causes a pure translation in the direction of the line of force. Any other force not acting through the center of resistance produces translation like rotation. Center of resistance of maxilla located between the roots of the premolar teeth. The force must be directed through that point to restrain maxilla without keeping it. Center of rotation at the incisal edge during torquing, at the root apex during control tapping, away from the root apex during uncontrolled tapping, outside the root during intrusion or extrusion. Amount, duration, and time in force. Duration of 14 to 16 hours a day to bring desired skeletal effects. Headgear treatment is usually given at 8.5 to 10.5 years in female and 9.5 to 11.5 years in male. Patients are advised to wear the appliance in the evening and throughout the night. Magnitude of 400 to 600 grams per side. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and give a thumb up. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time in that